Hello, Young Life leaders. My name is Bailey Griffin, and I'm on staff in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And as I was thinking about how I wanted to encourage you today, I was thinking about this season of life that I am in right now. My husband and I just moved here in August of 2020 to start ministry for the very first time. And, in the middle of a pandemic. So there have been many times over the past couple of months when I've just felt like, I don't even know if what we're doing is making a difference. And we've also been reading through the book of John, and John 6 has really stuck out to me when I've been thinking about this season of life. And John 6 is a story that you all know, that you all have probably given a club talk on or a campaigners lesson on. So I won't read the whole thing, but it's when Jesus feeds the 5,000. Specifically verse 9, the little boy, it says, "Here is a boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish, but how far will they go among so many?" This is the disciples asking this. How far will they go among so many? And this phrase has stuck out to me because I just keep thinking about the phrase, God can do much, can make much of little. And this little boy, he gave what he had, and God made much of it. You know what happens after, he feeds the 5,000, probably even more than 5,000. And when I think about my life and the story, my testimony, I feel like God has made much of little. And I hope that when you reflect on your story, you feel the same way. But even more than our bigger stories, it's the small moments. The moments that you look back on and you're like, oh my gosh, all I did was show up to dismissal. I can't believe that I, met all of these people. And the days where you feel like, man, I didn't really give a lot, but God gave a lot in return. And this happens in seasons. There are seasons where we feel like we can give a lot. And those seasons are amazing. And I'm sure that you've seen so many amazing things happen in your ministry. But I think about our leaders who work full-time jobs and our college students during finals weeks, when it just feels like I don't have a lot to give right now. Is it even worth giving what I have? I wonder if the boy in this story ever felt like, is it even worth giving what I have? I know it's not going to make a difference. And another scripture that illustrates this really well is in Matthew chapter 17. The disciples were found this demon-possessed boy, and they tried to heal him. They couldn't. And Jesus comes along and heals him. And then in verse 19, it says, "Then the disciples came to Jesus in private and asked, 'Why couldn't we drive it out?' And Jesus replied," and I love this, "Because you have so little faith. Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." And this is crazy because God really does, Jesus really does make much of little. And this applies across so many different categories. And I don't know what it is for you today or this week or this month, but God can make much of what you have, whether it's your time, just spending time with Him, even if it's 3 minutes on your way to a different class or on a quick drive to the grocery store, your talents, the things that you're able to offer, your resources, and your faith. Whatever it is for you, I encourage you to show up with what you have this week and allow God to make much of it. Bless you. I'm praying for you, and I hope you have a great week.